And we are live. Welcome to the SEO News week 46. So that's last week. I've gathered all the cool guides, analysis, interesting news within the AI and SEO, most importantly, space. My name is Frederick Drost. I work at Precis, and let's just jump right into it. First one here is a pretty good guide on LinkedIn from Chris Long here about how you can use Screaming Frog's log file and analyzer to detect, well, it now can detect AI bots who can figure those out pretty quickly. And I think it's an interesting way to see which URLs are being favored by LLM, so we can start maybe optimizing those, et cetera, et cetera. So without using AI trackers, I mean, you can still check AI referrals, but I would like to know which ones are being actually crawled by AI bots, but maybe not getting referrals. Maybe there's something we can do there. So quite an interesting way to get into a strategy, AI visibility strategy, I think. So a pretty good article there. Also, Lily Ray at MozCon, she, like, again, GEO, AEO, LLMO, separating fact from fiction and how to win an AI search. Now, I trust Lily Ray. She's not bullshitting. She's one of the best. And normally you get those slide decks, and it's just hard to kind of get a grasp. They're very short in terms of text. It's mostly the speaker that does the job there. So she's recorded a YouTube version of this, which is really great. So probably a must watch. Have a go. Definitely worth watching. And then a really good guide on how to create e-commerce product pages that rank and convert. So I like the approach again about ranking and converting. So there's even a live demo, which I love. But I really love this type of post. This is some great content, and the live demo gives it just this extra edge. And again, it's not just about ranking, it's also about converting, and hopefully you can do both. Again, at Precis, we do work with CRO teams on creating playbooks. And it's really interesting how much overlap there is, but also separate insights and how you kind of have to scale back some things for SEO versus CRO. And yeah, very interesting. So good guide. Next, I found a really good task flow here on building high performance content hubs and a topical authority. Again, love the Lord of the Rings kind of theme here. Love that. Kudos to this. But definitely a very good guide on topic clusters or content hubs. So not just creating a blog, but like a content hub could be one topic you're covering well. And it could make sense for a lot of us who's been in the industry for a while, but I just like this approach. I think it's good. Next up, a really good analysis by Ahrefs here on specifically AI overviews and how often they change. So let's see, how often do they change? 70% chance of changing each time, and an average lifespan of just over 2 days. So that is a lot of volatility. Citations are highly unstable. 45% of URLs get replaced with every update. And considering we have a 70% chance of changing, 2-day lifespan, I mean, it's just, if, the real question is, are you in, when you look at all the different updates of AI overviews for a given query, are you in most of them? In what percentage? Is it something even worth looking into? It's really annoying, and we don't really get any data from Search Console yet. So Google, please do that quickly. Probably not listening to this anyway. But also what's interesting is that even though the answers are different, the semantic similarity score is 0.95. So they're good at rephrasing, maybe changing sources. And it also suggests that Google isn't caching AI overviews. Now, it does require energy to create these, and I'm not sure how Google is really, I mean, I think it was 100 times more energy consumption or money than a classic SERP result. So it's costing them more money to do these, and I'm not sure how they're gaining that back. So they'll probably maybe scale down or start caching more, but for now they're not. And then big one here, Google has announced they're expanding options for the merchants, to provide shipping and return information. Now, there's one step here that's interesting, is you can do it directly in Search Console, which I find to be much easier, and Google really wants this information. So that's great. The other one is, of course, organization level markup, so structured data. You used to be able to put in return policies on the organization markup, and now it's also shipping info. I think what happens with the structured data, and when you do it in Search Console, it applies to your entire product line. But if you have any specific products that might have a different one, you just update that one, their structured data, and in your Merchant Center shopping feed, and that should take care of it. So it doesn't override everything. It just basically gives you the entire site's shipping and return policy, but then you can still differentiate on certain products. As to my understanding. And then next up here, Google AI overviews are surfacing more free product listings. So that's good. So again, if you need your shopping feeds, you need your merchant center optimized. If you haven't been working with free product listings, you should. If you have local shops, then local inventory, great. You can get a lot of like free listings there too. So definitely the things to be focusing on, especially if you have local shops. And then let me see. It's not been widely replicated yet, though, still, but yeah, they probably need to start putting in some shopping information in that if there's shopping queries. And then finally here, Google is expanding shopping capabilities in AI mode as well. So you can do conversational shopping queries. It can compare based on shopping data. So again, your product feeds, merchant feeds, structured data, on-page content for product needs to be updated and up to date and all matched together. Any attribute you're not adding to your structured data, even beyond what Google thinks. Like this is the important part. Google has certain things it needs and should use, and it's using them for shopping search signals, ranking signals, etc. But you can now add more than that because AI can go in and read your structured data, perhaps add more information. Your product descriptions, especially in your markup, might need to be a bit more detailed because you might be able to rank for certain things if you compare. It's important to kind of just give product information a better way, more than what Google might think is minimum required. Because AI can really read this and it might use it to do comparisons. There's an important aspect of your product which should be in the description, maybe even an attribute in structured data. Why not? So structured data is still important, but I think we're expanding beyond the snippets minimum, you know. So that's really interesting. And of course, I will keep an eye on all of this, and I will keep posting every Monday, Tuesday, the news before. And everyone have a great week, and I will see you on the other side.